Imagine the smallest creatures in the wild, cornered and outmatched, yet somehow defying the odds to strike back and survive. These are the moments where underdogs turn the tables on their predators, proving that in the animal kingdom, size isn't everything. Consider the leopard that closed in on a porcupine, expecting an easy meal. Instead, it met a living fortress of razor-sharp quills. One reckless swipe left the mighty hunter stunned and stinging, desperately plucking spikes from its paws while the fearless porcupine waddled away unharmed. Elsewhere, a sly fox attempting to raid a chicken coop met its match in Napoleon, a fearless goose. With a thunderous charge and relentless pecking, the goose launched an assault so bold that the predator fled in a panic, outmatched by a guardian far braver than his size suggested. The surprises continue underwater and on land. A powerful crocodile found its crushing bite useless against a turtle that vanished into its armored shell. Seizing a moment of hesitation, the turtle slipped free and scurried to safety. In a backyard, a red-tailed hawk dove for a squirrel, but the ninja squirrel used a blur of acrobatics and a sharp bite to the hawk's thigh to escape certain death. Even on the farm, a rooster showed explosive courage, intercepting a hawk mid-air to save a hen, striking with such strength that the raptor was forced to retreat. Nature also reveals the power of strategy and teamwork. A deadly cobra once entered a meerkat's territory, only to be surrounded by a coordinated family that used precision and fearless stares to drive the snake away. On jagged mountain peaks, agile goats outsmarted a pursuing bear by leaping onto sheer cliffs where the predator could not follow, eventually leading to the bear's fatal fall. Even a mother rabbit, fueled by fierce courage, has been known to lung and charge at a prowling fox to protect her vulnerable burrow. Whether it is a tiny bird defending its nest through a coordinated AE. Here is the continuous English script, written for a professional AI voiceover. Imagine the smallest creatures in the wild, cornered, outnumbered, or outmatched. Yet somehow, against all odds, they survive, strike back, or escape. These are the moments where the underdogs defy expectation, turning the tables on their predators. Today, we are diving into jaw-dropping encounters where cleverness, courage, and agility prove that size isn't everything in the animal kingdom. Get ready to witness the wild's ultimate surprises. In a tense showdown, a confident leopard closes in on what it assumes will be an easy meal, only to discover that its snack is armed like a living fortress. One reckless swipe is all it takes for the porcupine to unleash a wall of razor-sharp quills, turning the hunter into the hunted. Stunned and stinging, the leopard staggers back, desperately plucking painful spikes from its paws as the fearless porcupine waddles away unharmed. In a twist no one saw coming, the smallest creature walks off victorious, leaving the mighty predator humbled and hurting. When a sly fox creeps toward the chicken coop, it expects an easy raid until Napoleon, the fearless Toulouse goose, explodes into action. With a thunderous charge, outstretched wings, and relentless pecks, the goose launches a full-on assault that sends the predator scrambling for safety. Each strike grows bolder as Napoleon drives the fox farther and farther back, refusing to surrender a single inch of his territory. In the end, the would-be hunter flees in panic, outmatched by a guardian far braver than his size suggests. In another unlikely clash, a powerful snapping with deadly force. But instead of becoming an easy meal, the turtle vanishes into its armored shell, turning the predator's crushing bite into nothing more than a frustrated clamp. Blow after blow fails to crack its fortress, and in a brief moment of hesitation, the turtle seizes its chance. It slips free from the crocodile's grip and scurries away to safety, leaving the reptilian giant defeated by one of nature's smallest survivors. A playful ninja squirrel flips and darts under a low tree, blissfully unaware that danger is about to strike. Out of nowhere, a red-tailed hawk swoops in, talons aimed for a lethal strike, and the yard erupts into chaos. In a blur of acrobatics, the squirrel twists, bites the hawk on its thigh, and uses the narrow space to its advantage, narrowly avoiding a deadly grab. Within seconds, the predator releases its stunned target, and the squirrel scurries to safety, a tiny hero escaping against all odds in a breathtaking, heart-stopping encounter. But the bravery doesn't stop there. A sudden shadow sweeps over the yard as a hawk drops from the sky, talons aimed at an unsuspecting hen. Suddenly, a furious rooster intercepts with explosive courage. Feathers fly as he launches himself at the predator, kicking, pecking, and striking with every ounce of strength he has. The hawk, stunned by the rooster's relentless assault, struggles to regain control. With one final charge, the brave defender forces the raptor to retreat, proving that loyalty can turn even the smallest farmyard guardian into a hero. In the dry lands, a deadly cobra slithers into meerkat territory, expecting an easy target, only to be met with a masterclass in teamwork. Sentinels keep watch while the family moves with precision, surrounding the predator and staying just out of reach of its lethal strike. Their coordinated movements and fearless stares turn the tables, making the once mighty snake hesitate. Cornered not by strength, but by strategy, the cobra slowly retreats, overwhelmed by the unyielding unity of the small but formidable meerkat family. High in the mountains, a massive bear barrels after a herd of mountain goats across jagged peaks. Every step is a test of speed and survival, as the goats leap and balance on sheer cliffs with astonishing precision. Their sharp hooves find purchase where the predator cannot follow. One by one, they reach a vertical sanctuary, outsmarting the bear at every turn. Driven by hunger, the bear pushes forward until a single misstep sends it tumbling to a fatal fall. For the mountain goats, the mountains remain theirs, a testament to agility, instinct, and the relentless will to survive. Even the peaceful savanna can explode into chaos. A zebra lashes out with astonishing force, delivering a single, perfectly aimed kick to a nearby wildebeest. The impact sends the massive herbivore staggering, knocked off its feet and momentarily stunned. What begins as a routine grazing scene transforms into a shocking display of raw power, showing that even a zebra's defense can rival the strength of the largest animals around. Protecting the next generation often brings out the most intense bravery. A cunning fox prowls the entrance of a hidden burrow, eyes locked on a litter of vulnerable baby rabbits. Aware of the defenseless young, the fox moves in, but a vigilant guardian watches nearby. With fierce courage, the mother rabbit springs into action, lunging and charging at the intruder. The fox, taken aback by the unexpected resistance, retreats in defeat, leaving the babies safe and the burrow intact. Finally, we see the skies dominated. Not by the large, but by the bold. A menacing hawk descends upon a nest, expecting dominance, only to be met by two tiny but fearless birds. With relentless dives, sharp pecks, and swooping attacks, they turn aggression into a precise, coordinated assault. The hawk flails under the unexpected onslaught, struggling to maintain its ground. Time and again, the duo drives the predator